I welcome you guys back into my next course over here. So guess what, guys? It's a new day, it's a new time for recollection, and it's a new time to make sure that we're growing. So you must understand that in the previous 24 hours, I have been looking at what Jesus Christ does in life. Jesus Christ never does Bitcoin. Jesus Christ never does the stock market. Jesus Christ never sells anything for possessions, for money. Jesus Christ never sells anything for money. Jesus Christ is totally for free. I mean, I'm saying, everything you're doing today in terms of branding, in terms of what you need to do in terms of life, has to be for free. You need to be doing everything for free today, because that way you're going to understand something. I mean, you're going to understand Jesus Christ. So every single day I'm learning how to actually focus upon helping myself grow. I'm focusing on a greater life and direction for myself. I'm making sure I have enough. I'm making sure I have enough success every single day to focus on my life. So I'm focusing on a greater life for myself daily, and I'm looking for a better way of direction in my life always. I'm making sure that anyway, that as I'm growing myself, guys, I'm making sure you understand that just yesterday, I was walking around 20,000 steps just around here in my house. And there's a 10 by 10 meter over here, where I can walk 10 meters by 10 meters. And I'm just walking up and down, up and down, and up and down all day reading. And now because I'm reading much more success today than ever before. But you have to understand that if you find yourself much more successful, then you have to understand straight away that it's time to level up. And it's time to actually grow yourself. And it's time to get into the 9-to-5 job. And it's time to actually do success much more. So you have to understand that what's successful about life is being able to change schedule, and being able to understand the schedule that you need about life is doing a better job for yourself. And make sure you understand this. That if you're doing a better job for yourself, then you must understand that in the afternoon, or in the night, or in the evening, or whenever, you must be understanding straight away how to grow. So I'm always understanding how to grow myself. I'm always understanding that life is nice and beautiful because you can use intellectual properties to make sure that no matter what, that you're nice and easy about life, and that you're looking for a better deal for life itself, by making sure no matter what that you're looking for something to say. And now since you're looking for something to say, you're always looking for that nice and beautiful theory of life. And the theory of life is saying, hey, I need you to grow. I need you to help yourself. I need you to make sure that you're nice and beautiful today. I need you to understand something about life, guys. I need you to understand that there's always a different way to speak. For instance, you can use your mindset or you can use your heart. I'm using both. I'm always using both. I'm using my mindset and my heart to reflect upon a better life for myself. So I'm understanding straight away that as I grow myself differently, I'm making sure that every single day I'm looking for a better way for myself. I'm looking for some direction. I'm looking for a nice and beautiful direction always. I'm making sure every single day I'm having a nice and beautiful time with myself. So I'm learning how to actually never frustrate myself really, but I'm looking to have good frustration. I'm looking to understand that there's positive and negative frustration. Unfortunately, you must have positive frustration. I understand straight away that every single day that as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for better ways to think, and my heart can tell me everything I need to know. I understand straight away that as I grow myself differently, I need to understand straight away how to perform, and I need to perform and outperform myself. So I'm doing this for free, and there's no drama about that, because I'm helping myself and I'm helping people along the way, and I'm helping somebody at least over there in terms of who's watching me right now. And what I need to do always is learn how to actually grow myself. So as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for better ways to think. So I find better ways of strategies through thinking and through feeling my way through life. And because I feel my way through life, I'm looking for exactly what I need to do every single moment of my life to say something nice and beautiful to love my life. And I'm learning very quickly about helping myself to grow. I'm understanding straight away that as I grow myself, I need to actually help myself to understand something. I need to understand straight away that as I wake up in the morning, I need to be able to get up on my feet, and I need to actually do my life much greater. I need to be able to do something to help my life. to succeed, because that's why I'm growing and that's why I'm doing what I do. But that's why I'm actually helping myself to grow right now. I'm helping myself to understand straight away that as I grow, I'm giving ideas. And I'm looking for any kind of ideas that I can to give you in the next hour. I promise you, you must understand. So no matter what, as I grow myself, I'm looking for those clues. I'm looking for that nice and beautiful way of life to make sure that I'm studying. I'm studying something. So as you study something, you're looking for better ways of clues and looking for better ways of ideas through making sure you feel throughout life. You're feeling something throughout life, and you're making sure that you're never stressing yourself out in a negative way. So as I'm really branding myself these days, I'm making sure that I have something to say and I have something to do always. So that's the whole point, yeah? The whole point is making sure that you're nice and beautiful and ready to talk and ready to educate people. So this is how I educate people. I educate people in my house like this. So every single day I'm making sure that I'm looking for a better way of dealing with my life. I'm making sure that no matter what, that I'm looking for something to say, I'm looking for something to do. I'm making sure that no matter what, I have a nice and beautiful way forward. So every single day I'm looking for that recollection that's helping me move forward. I'm looking for that nice and beautiful way of life. So if you have a mindset, promise you, make sure you understand that everybody has a mindset. Promise you, everybody can start growing yourself. Promise you, everybody can start growing right now. And you have to understand straight away that if you succumb to a fact about yourself, that you can understand straight away that you can grow people and that you can motivate people and that you can go encourage people right now to go live a life right now. And that you can go and live by yourself and that you can go and understand straight away that you need to develop yourself always. Promise you must understand, those are the ideas. Promise you, those are ideas that are different, but life is different. And life goes separate ways and life goes different ways, but making sure always that you have something to say is the best kind of behavior. I promise you must understand that if you're concentrating on talking to other people, then you talk to other people in a way that's serious. And you're being serious and you're being playful at the same time. But making sure that you understand that you have to be serious about life. And you have to understand you have to be serious in a way that you can be fun. And you have to understand you have to joke around here and there. But you make sure that no matter what, that you're serious in a way that you're moving forward in growth. And you're making sure you're growing the friendship and never ever trying to destruct it. And you're making sure that you're growing everything around you is the best kind of way forward. So you're always learning and you're always making sure that you have that nice and beautiful effect feel throughout life to make sure that no matter what, that you can grow and that you can understand something about life itself. I understand that no matter what, that as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for always for that nice and beautiful behavior of life where I can go and understand something new today. I'm understanding straight away that I have that nice and beautiful feeling always, that life is on my side and that life is helping me move forward and that I'm using my heart and mind and body and soul to speak always. And I'm using every strength of my dictionary every single day to make sure I perform the best kind of way forward. So that's the whole point, yeah? The whole point is making sure that you're learning something along the way and that you're doing something today to help yourself to succeed. And that's what you guys need to do always. Because you need to always make sure that no matter what, that you always have that nice and beautiful way forward with yourself. To make sure that no matter what, that people are helping themselves through your content. So you're helping yourself and you're helping other people along the way, but you're teaching people along the way what to do. And now, every single day you must understand that there's always a new way to succeed. And you have to understand to be an optimist, of somebody who's optimistic. In a sense, so every single day you must understand straight away that you love life differently. And you must understand straight away to find opportunity in everything. And you must understand straight away that if you find opportunity, then you're an opportunist. But you must understand that always to find opportunity in everything you do. Every single day I'm learning very quickly about life, but life is different. And since life is different, I'm learning how to actually grow myself. So as I grow myself differently, I promise you every single day, sometimes you have to slow down communication so that you can speed up communication. Because when you talk so fast, you must understand that you live to breathe sometimes. And sometimes you have to learn to breathe. So sometimes you have to slow down communication so you can speed up communication so you can talk much better. And sometimes you also have to have a pause in your communication. Just like that. So that you can understand sometimes how to talk much better. So it's just the way it is, guys. I promise you, it's much more how you guys have to learn how to talk to yourself. And as you talk to yourself much more positively, then you're learning very quickly about life itself. And you're learning how to actually perform and outperform. So I'm learning how to understand something about life, that each and every single video I do goes on YouTube and goes in my Mega Drive. And people watch it for the rest of my life and for the rest of eternity. Probably people will be watching my videos. I probably must understand straight away that it's something that helps people to succeed in different ways. But it's a spiritual attempt to help you. And I'm helping you through different ways of thinking, and I'm helping you through different ideas. And now, how do my ideas actually help you? Probably my ideas help you through different ways. Probably you must understand. So when I start speaking different ideas, and then guess what? Probably you come up with other ideas that are something that never of what I said. So something that I never said to you comes up into your head because of the ideas I'm giving you. I mean, the sense of my actual content stimulates your mindset to grow. And my actual content actually stimulates your mindset to actually feed upon the ideas that I'm giving you so that you can come up with your own ideas. And now when you come up with your own ideas, then you go give them to other people. And you make a course like this, such as I, in terms of how I do it, and go and do it in your own way. And make sure that you're learning and growing from the situation and speaking and public speaking along the way. So that's very important for you. But I'm actually understanding that as I grow myself differently, I'm learning how to actually find much more emphasis around my life. And I'm looking for different ways of thinking. So I'm understanding that today I need to do my synonyms and antonyms because it's been quite a while since I've been doing it. I think it's been around 4 days since I've been doing my synonyms and antonyms. So I need to understand straight away to go and connect much more words together with English. So I understand straight away much more words. So I have a better bubbly feel around life. I understand straight away that as I grow myself differently, I'm learning how to actually help myself to understand something. I have to go inward to show myself success. So I have to come back to the word I daily to understand success and why I need to succeed. So I'm understanding straight away that no matter what I do, I'm successful at what I do because I need to actually grow myself differently. So it's very important for myself over here to keep doing my videos and to keep doing success and to keep doing everything for free as much as possible. Because when I do it for free, I have a business. I have a free business. I'm working like everybody else. I'm enjoying life. But the thing is, you must understand that life is ticking, talking, ticking, talking, ticking and talking. So tick tock, tick tock. Life is going and life is happening to everybody. So you have to make your life easier and you have to make everything easier upon yourself. So what you need to do is you have to make friends in life and try to make friends. Every single time you see a person, try to make friends with them rather than trying to tease them or trying to joke with them. Try to be friends with them. Every single time you talk to somebody, try to be friends with that communication that you're speaking to them. Instead of being an asshole or a dickhead. So every single day, part of my language. But guess what? I promise you, it's much more how it is, yeah? I promise you, make sure every single day that if you're growing yourself differently, that you're learning from the situation, and you're learning from the situation, and you're learning from the situation. Be able to learn from everything. And understand that in life, you need more information to succeed. And you need more of Jesus Christ in your life to understand straight away what you need to do. So if you're very successful in life, you have to be reading daily. And you have to be understanding daily what to do about life. So you must understand straight away that as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for better ways to improve my life, yeah? I'm looking for better ways to help myself, to sell myself differently. But life is different for everybody. And if life were for free, everybody be living life. Friends, you must understand, I am living life because I am for free. I'm selling everything for free. I understand? So as I'm for free, I'm making sure I'm living the best kind of lifestyle I can. I'm living my best lifestyle. And I come back to the word I, and I learn my word I, integrity. I'm learning how to actually speak on a positive language always. I'm making sure anyway that there's so much to do in life, and there's a nice and beautiful feeling always in the air because I make it so. I make a nice and beautiful feeling in life. I understand that what's important for myself over here is to grow myself differently. So I'm learning how to actually grow. I'm learning how to actually perform and outperform myself. So I need to actually go and actually start work now. I need to start 9 to 5 work at the moment. And since I'm starting 9 to 5 work, I'm actually learning how to actually grow myself in the process of this now. But it's a situation where I've never been in this kind of situation before, but I'm willing to try it. I'm willing to try to work the 9 to 5 for a long time, I understand, and I'm willing to have a family now. I'm willing to settle down, and I never settle down. I'm just growing. I'm just helping myself to move forward. And I'm willing to help myself to understand something, that life is moving forward for me. And I'm learning how to actually grow myself, yeah? So as I grow myself differently, I'm learning to persuade myself to grow. And now since I have a nice and beautiful family of my own over here, which is I understand straight away, I'm learning how to understand that I is all I need to succeed. I is where Jesus Christ is. I mean, do you understand? I is where Jesus Christ comes back to. I mean, understand? Well, actually, you must understand that Jesus Christ is a single individual and goes a single way in life. I mean, never be shameful about yourself. I mean, understand? So if you're single, then it's the best way. And if you're delaying gratification, it's even better because that's what Jesus Christ does. I mean, do you understand? So make sure you understand straight away you're always falling back into Jesus Christ territory. But Jesus Christ is never a night person. I mean, understand? But Jesus Christ is a day person. I mean, understand? So Jesus Christ never wanders off in the night as much as he goes in the daytime. I mean, understand? But he's more of a daytime person than a nighttime person. Apparently, I understand straight away that Jesus Christ says, yeah. Apparently, it's much more how it is. Because you must understand straight away that you have to grow yourself, yeah? So as you grow yourself, you're looking forward to a better way of life for yourself. And you're making sure that you understand straight away that it's nice and beautiful to understand Jesus Christ, isn't it? But you must understand straight away that no matter what, as I'm learning and growing myself, I'm looking for better ways of ideas. I'm making sure I'm learning from the situation. I'm making sure I'm helping myself to understand that I'm in Jesus Christ's path. I'm going Jesus Christ's way as much as possible every single day. I'm alone with Jesus Christ every single day. And I'm helping myself to understand that if I become single all the way, at least I'm with Jesus Christ. I mean, in a sense, so I'm learning how to be safe with Jesus Christ. And I'm learning how to have a great life for myself because all I need is I. I just need to talk to I. I mean, in a sense, so I have no shame about my life. I have no shame about who I am. I mean, in a sense, I mean, just because you guys and ladies out there have somebody else never means that I never have somebody else. I have myself over here. I have myself, and that's all I ever need. I mean, in a sense, so every single day, I'm learning how to understand that the single life is the most affordable way. And it's the best ticket through life. I mean, in a sense, because as soon as you have a family, it gets heavier and heavier and heavier the more family you have. I mean, in a sense, so every single day that if you want to treasure yourself and your time right now and understand straight away that if you're alone and single, then it's the best kind of way to understand how to treasure yourself and your time the most. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that as soon as time goes away from you, then it goes toward family and it goes toward the 9 to 5 job. Unfortunately, then you must understand straight away, try to get more time. I mean, try to have more time for yourself. And try to make a life for yourself, regardless of the situation. Because I understand that straight away, the internet world is something new now. And I'm understanding straight away what I have to do personally to succeed much more. But life is different for me and everybody else. And life is going its separate way, always. And you must understand straight away that everybody's life is different. So what works for me never works for you. I mean, in a sense, but what works for Jesus Christ works for everybody. I mean, in a sense, so go with Jesus Christ, and that's the one size fits all. But actually, Jesus Christ's lifestyle is one size fits all. I mean, there's no excuses. I mean, Jesus Christ is a vegan. So make sure you understand, you become a vegan as soon as possible. Because one size fits all with Jesus Christ. I mean, one size fits all with God. I mean, so every single day you must understand that the one size is everything. I mean, in a sense, so if you find yourself on the side of God, then who can be against you? God's always with you, so who can be against you? You must understand. So as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for better ways to improve myself. I'm making sure that no matter what, I'm learning from the situation. I'm making sure every single day I'm helping myself to improve myself, and I'm making a conversation with myself along the way. And I'm actually becoming spiritual. I'm becoming a spiritual coach as well, because I'm always teaching every single day something about my life. I'm teaching the past 24 hours into 1 hour. And that's it, I promise you, that's all my potential, going into 1 hour videos. And I'm actually learning from it. I'm actually learning from every single situation, and I'm looking to do a good job for you guys. I'm looking to do a good job for myself. I'm looking to help myself to understand something that I can grow, and that I can deliver content, and that I can have a good time while doing it, and that I can have a blissful experience for myself. Because I understand that what's important to me is never important to other people. But what's important to me is Jesus Christ. And now, as I follow Jesus Christ, I'm understanding straight away that my path is nice and beautiful. And it's a beautiful path. I have a beautiful path in life because I have Jesus Christ territory. Or actually, Jesus Christ works a 9 to 5 job. You actually must understand that. Or actually, Jesus Christ works 9 to 5. I mean, saying because 9 to 5 is 24/7. And you must understand, you must be doing something, but work for God and never for this world. I mean, work for God and work for free. I mean, work totally for free, and you shall always inherit the kingdom of God. I mean, if you work for God, you shall inherit the kingdom of God. But you must understand, right? If you work for pleasures of this world, then you shall inherit this world instead of God. But God is everything, isn't it? God is everything. But you must understand that you must work for God and never for people. I mean, never work for this world. I mean, work for God's world. I mean, so every single day you must understand that this world is eternity. You must understand that everything is eternity in this world. But you must understand that as you grow yourself differently, that you never work for pleasures of this world. I mean, never work for pleasures of this world. Because that pleasure of this world is something that kills you. And that's what Jesus Christ means in the Bible. And he means never work for pleasures of this world, but work for delayed gratification. And work for God, who delays gratification. I mean, in a sense, so every single day that if you work for God, and something that's out of this world, that's never pleasure of this world, you can go and survive like God can. And you can thrive like God can. And you can understand straight away that you're learning much greater. So never do cigarettes, and never do drugs, and never have sex with people. I mean, because that's pleasures of this world. I mean, try to delay gratification of these people in terms of this world. And try to never touch people. Try to never touch people, because that's what Jesus Christ does. So every single day you must understand that if you're doing that right now, then guess what? I'm doing that right now with you. I'm not touching people now. So I'm in Jesus Christ territory, aren't I? So there's no shame about that. I mean, because Jesus Christ never goes trying to touch your little baby by the balls. I mean, Jesus Christ never tries to touch your little baby by its vagina. I mean, so you never see Jesus Christ doing that, does it? Right? I mean, so do you? I mean, you never see Jesus Christ doing that, do you? Right, you must understand straight away. Jesus Christ tells you right now, never touch other people. And if they want to touch you, you can touch them. But guess what? Jesus Christ says, ultimately, never touch other people. And just say, hey, listen, I never have to touch you, but I love you anyway. I promise you now, what are some ways that you can touch other people? I promise you, if they shake your hand, or if they're trying to shake your hand, shake their hand. I promise you, if you want to wash their feet, wash their feet. I promise you, the way Jesus Christ touches other people is the way you touch other people. But make sure you understand that you follow the rules, because under 16 years of age, make sure you're never touching those kids who are under 16 years of age by the private genital parts. Understand? Because that way you never go to jail. Understand? So make sure you understand straight away to follow the laws of this world as well. And try to understand straight away that you must improve yourself. And you must improve your life always. So as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for better ways to improve. I'm making sure I have that nice and beautiful theory about life. I'm improving myself along the way, and I'm learning from the situation, yeah? So every single day I'm learning how to actually grow myself, but that's it. Your life is just go and work now and brand yourself. And work the 9 to 5 job and brand yourself as much as possible. I understand other people have products. I promise they have products to sell. And they make money from it. And they have financial freedom from it. You understand? Well, you have to go and work the 9 to 5, while they have financial freedom. But do you have shame about that? But you have shame. But you have no shame about that, because Jesus Christ tells you so. Understand? But Jesus Christ says, hey, there are many people in this world that have no financial freedom. So never have shame about that. Jesus Christ has financial freedom in the actual living of life. So Jesus Christ teaches you that in the living of life, you always have financial freedom. Understand? But if you can live life today and if you can work, then you can always have financial freedom. Understand? But if you can work, or anybody can work at something, yeah? Or you can do something to work at something. So every single day, we're learning how to actually grow ourselves. So no matter what I'm doing, I'm learning how to actually help myself to grow. And since I'm helping myself to grow, I'm helping to unlock my potential as well. And I'm learning how to understand straight away that I never have shame for my life, but I understand that just because somebody else has a girlfriend, boyfriend, or girlfriend that's so beautiful that I never had, never makes me jealous, because Jesus Christ never had that either. Understand? So that's the way, yeah? But Jesus Christ had no chance to have those women that you see. But Jesus Christ never went through with those men or women to have sex with them. Understand? So never have shame about that. God teaches you right here that you must understand that God teaches you delay gratification with those people. Delay gratification with people. Delay contact with other people in terms of physical contact. Try to understand straight away that you can just appreciate them for how they look, and just appreciate them for how they are. Understand? If you have a woman or man who is doing pleasures of this world, then you must understand that they have to delay gratification. And you have to understand that you have to provide a lifestyle for yourself. And you have to show yourself the best kind of deal in the world. First, you have to show yourself the best kind of deal in the world. So you have to understand straight away that you have to find the time necessary to improve yourself, yeah? So, as I improve myself, I'm learning how to actually grow myself in the process. I'm learning how to actually help myself in the process of doing life. I'm living day by day. I'm living one day at a time. Why do I live one day at a time? I live one day at a time because that's how Jesus Christ lives, one day at a time. But you must understand, one day at a time is eternity. So make sure you understand, you just have to be living life. And as you live life, you're learning from the situation, yeah? And you have to understand, I'm a Jesus Christ follower. I follow Jesus Christ because I understand Jesus Christ teaches me the ultimate way of life, and he teaches me the spiritual way of life. And I'm learning always to be a spiritual seeker, always, and a God seeker, always. I'm learning always from the situation, but I always have a blessing from God when I follow God. Because no matter how much they're doing this kind of stuff in the world that they're doing, first you must understand that God teaches me the ultimate way of life. That you must work, and you must do something to work. And you must make a life for yourself. So you must be doing what other people want you to do. I understand that Jesus Christ over here says that you must be doing what Jesus Christ wants you to do. I mean, so if Jesus Christ wants you to do it, then do it. I mean, so when the Pharisees wanted Jesus Christ to tell the Pharisees about where the disciples are, but Jesus Christ stayed quiet. Because Jesus Christ says over here, you never have to tell people exactly what you think in the moment. Understand? But you never have to tell them, but yes you do. But you have to also tell them in the moment what you actually want the people to know. So what did Jesus Christ say in that moment? But Jesus Christ gave them silence. So that's what Jesus Christ is saying by give them silence if you never want to reply to them. But if you never want to disturb your work, then make sure you give the people silence. I mean, give your silence. I mean, give people silence so that you never ever have to worry about life. I mean, in a sense, so every single day that if you worry about life, then give people more silence. I mean, in a sense, but you must understand that no matter what, that you must never worry about life because Jesus Christ never worries about life. And anything that's worry is just a thought form. And all you have to say is, I'm not worried. I need you to say it now. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I have nothing to be worried about. I have nothing to be worried about. I mean, saying I have God on my side. I have God on my side. I'm making sure every single day you must understand that no matter what, that as I grow myself differently, that God states to you that if you want to hide something from people, then tell the truth and it shall set you free. I mean, in a sense, so be someone who's encouraging yourself to understand that in the dictionary of God, that you must understand that God shows people by being silent to the Pharisees that he never wants to expose the disciples. I mean, they're saying that perhaps he never wants to expose a word because he's trying to teach you something in silence that you never have to reply to people if you never want to. But you never have to reply to anybody. Perhaps you can give them silence. Totally. And that's what Jesus Christ does. I mean, in a sense, so that's how it is. But you must understand straight away that if you want to help people to grow, then you must understand straight away that you must be giving silence. And you must understand straight away that's what Jesus Christ means. That you must have silence in your life. And if you give people silence, then you have silence in your life. And what you give out of life is what you have. And you must understand that. So every single day, that whatever Jesus Christ gave in this world is what Jesus Christ gains in this world. I mean, in a sense, so that's why you have to go and grow yourself. So what you give is what you get. I mean, saying, I promise you now, what I've given in terms of my communicational skills is the person I've become. And now that's the best kind of version I have right here. And I'm much smarter than ever before. I understand straight away that when I look at myself from 10 years from now, at 40, and I say, look at my 30-year younger self, which I'm much better now than ever before. I want to be able to say that all the time. I want to be able to read much more knowledge every single day so that I can go and understand straight away my business skills and understand straight away how to do business. But I understand that my life started late. I started late to do business skills. I understand that around 22 years of age, I started to read books. And around 8 years of knowledge now, I've become around 7 years of knowledge. I've become a really strong person in terms of my wise net income. I'm understanding straight away that I work on my spiritual aspects more than the money in my bank account. I work on my spiritual aspects more than the money in my bank account. Because money in my bank account is never as important as my spiritual talk with you guys. Because Jesus Christ has no money in his bank account in terms of the plastic money in his bank account. Now, his plastic money in his bank account is the word he speaks to you. So Jesus Christ back in those days had no money and had no gold or silver because he never owns anything of this world. You understand? And all he had is himself. All Jesus Christ has is his word I. All you have in this world and all you can really have in this world is your word I. There's nothing else that you can have in this world. Everything else perishes away from you except your word I. And now if you have no word I, then you perish as well. Apparently, if you have no word, if you have no word of your own, then you have nothing. Apparently, all you really have is your word. Understand? And your word is I only. Apparently, I, in terms of the word I, is what your word is. I need you to understand that you need to, apparently, you guys need to find your word I. And you have to understand straight away to love life in that word I. And that way you understand straight away that it's all you really have in life. And those people who go through life having no word I have nothing really. Or they say, I mean, they make a life for themselves, but they have no word I. Understand? But they're trying to find it, but they're trying to reason toward it, but they never find the word I really. Understand? But guess what? I'm the only one in the whole planet right now who has the word I sequence. I'm the only one, and that's my success. I have huge success. I have massive success here. And it's the most success you can ever have. I promise you that having your word I is the most success you can have. Because that's what Jesus Christ has. And all he has is his word I. I have my word I, and you have to understand to find your word I. I understand that every single day that words are written in the stars, and those people who are stars really have the word I promise you. I promise you, they have the word I. But you must understand that life is different for everybody. And since life is different, I promise you, I'm always learning very differently. I'm learning something different along the way. I'm making sure I'm very quick to the notion of love and interest. I'm making sure I'm catching up with everything. I'm making sure I have a nice and beautiful life for myself. I'm making sure I'm learning from the situation. I have a nice and beautiful life, don't I? But my life is different, always. And I'm much more spiritual because of it. And now, because I'm going through life differently and I'm going through life teaching, I actually teach much more. I teach something different always. And I'm making sure that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly that I need to actually have myself a great time always with myself, because now I have more money in my pocket, and guess what? I can get a girlfriend. I can get myself a girlfriend, but what are the steps to get a girlfriend? Now, guess what? I go speed dating. And at speed dating, you get a variety of people, and you can choose to be with them or never to be with them. But every single month, it happens. And now, no matter what, you must understand straight away that every single month you can go speed dating. You can find that soul partner that you want. Speed dating. So it can happen for you. But you must understand straight away that you have to build something with that person. And you have to be serious about it. But you have to be serious about building a life with somebody before it happens. Understand? So make sure you understand straight away that you can never be joking around with relationships with other people. Understand? You have to build something with them. Understand? But you must understand that, yes, you can flirt around with your wife or husband, but that's it. You just flirt with your wife and husband. Understand? Because that's real connection, yeah? But you must understand straight away that the best connection is with yourself first. You must understand straight away that every single day I'm learning how to actually quickly help myself to improve. So as I improve myself, I'm learning how to actually help my life to succeed. So everything's happening for myself over here, but I'm actually becoming stronger out of the process of life. I'm becoming stronger. And I'm only 11 years away from a greater life. But I'm understanding that only 11 years ago, I was 18 years of age. Just 11 years ago. Although that's a long time for me. 11 years of life is a long time for me, but it went quickly. Life goes quickly. And you have to understand, you have to go and become your best version. Because at your deathbed, I want you to say that I have my best version here and that I'm doing the best I can. Understand? Because everybody's doing the best they can. But you have to understand that you guys have to create a better life for yourself. And what you are is what you attract. So guess what? I promise you must understand straight away that if you are a non-smoker, then you attract a non-smoker into your life. So make sure you understand that you have to live with what you get in life. So every single day you must understand that no matter what, that life is different and life is helping yourself grow. But you must understand straight away that you must love life. And if you love life, then make sure you understand how to grow yourself in the process. So you must understand straight away that you must be serious about life. You must be serious about helping yourself grow. So you must be serious about helping yourself to grow. And that way you must understand straight away that spiritual life is the way it is. So with Jesus Christ, there's always something to learn and grow with. And there's always something to actually help yourself with Jesus Christ. In terms of with Jesus Christ, there's always something to help yourself with. I understand with everything that happens with your life, you must understand straight away that you have to go and run it by Jesus Christ and learn how to actually help yourself with everything that's happening around the world. Because life happens quickly. And if you're never quick enough, you have to get quicker. And you have to understand life is never make excuses. But make sure you have more than enough success always in your bag. And making sure that you're always positive from the situations that you're giving. And you must understand straight away that as you're helping yourself to grow, that you're learning something from nothing. And that you're helping yourself to understand straight away that you're helping yourself to grow is the best kind of situation forward. But everybody's different. I understand straight away how other people are getting successful. Because they have more money than me. Because they have more money in terms of plastic. And that's how. Because now, how do they make that money in terms of plastic? Because now, that's the thing. Because they work 9 to 5 jobs. Because now, I'm working a 9 to 5 job right now. And I'm making money now. I'm making plastic money now. But there's only so much more time of plastic money that you can make until that money in terms of plastic goes away from you. I promise you. So what happens is you make certain plastic money happen in your life, and yes, you have more plastic money in your bag, but does it make you feel any better? Probably not. Probably, guess what? Probably has to make you feel better. Probably at least $70,000 in your bank account has to make you feel better about yourself. That you have $70,000 of money in your bank account right now. Has to make you feel good about that. But it's much better to have $70,000 in your bank account than it is to have $0 or $2,000. I understand, because $70,000 is a net policy that you must have. But then anything more than that, probably doesn't make you feel better. Probably, guess what? Probably has to make you feel better to have more money. But guess what? Probably only a certain amount of success happens. That if you keep every single time simple about money, that you have always $70,000 in your bank account, probably it's more enough for you to succeed with. Probably you must understand that. Probably you must understand that millionaires say that $70,000 of net income is more enough for you to succeed with. Probably I understand that as well. I understand that money never truly makes you happy. Probably money never makes you truly happy, but what makes you truly happy is being able to speak. Probably being able to speak makes you truly happy. Probably finding your word I makes you truly happy. I'm truly happy because I have my word I. I'm truly happy because I can brand myself. I'm truly happy because I'm my best version. Probably that's what makes me truly happy. Probably money never made me my best version. Probably money never made me my best version. I mean, do you understand that? Probably you must understand that money can get you experience. Probably money can get you traveling. Probably money can make you financially free. Probably money can help you to get anything you want for other people. Probably money can help you get anything you want out of this life in terms of possessions and experiences. But money can never make you your best version. Probably money can never make you your best version. I mean, you understand? So just learn that very quickly and just understand straight away that you have to work. And you have to work. And you have to work for yourself to grow. I mean, how do you grow? I mean, how do I grow? I grow through personal public speaking. I go through personal growth. I make sure I give as many ideas as I can. I make sure I read it as much as I can every single day. I make sure I'm having a better schedule for myself. I have a better habit schedule. I make sure I get ready for life. Because life is going to hit you very quickly. And then suddenly you have to find yourself throughout life making money, and you have to make yourself a great life for yourself, and that's it. And you have to understand straight away that life is like that. And life is get away from everything else and just go with yourself. I mean, you understand? Because that way you have everything with yourself. But you have everything with yourself. I mean, you understand? But everything else falls apart. But you must never fall apart. I mean, you understand? Because you are everything in your love for yourself. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that no matter what, that in your life, you must be the Almighty in your life. I mean, in a sense, you must be Jesus Christ in your life. And you must follow Jesus Christ. Because Jesus Christ is the house of bricks. And everything else is the house of sticks and the house of sand. And straws. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that there's a better way for you always. So you must understand the house of bricks is Jesus Christ. So if you can understand to follow Jesus Christ's way for you, that's a house of bricks. I mean, in a sense, so Jesus Christ is telling me, work the 9-to-5 job. I mean, you understand? Because I understand straight away that means for me to go work and to make more money as well. Because more money in my bank account means a better version of myself. I mean, understand? Yes, it does. But the more money you have in your bank account, the better you are. I mean, understand? The more you can amplify yourself in success. First, you must understand straight away that you must go and grow yourself. And you must be willing to sacrifice something in your life to make sure that you can have a better outcome. And you must have results about your life. So results is different for everybody. So I'm actually very successful right now because I'm able to speak, I'm able to public speak for 1 hour at a time. I'm able to do whatever I want to do because I have time, I have money, I have travel right now. But as soon as the 9-to-5 goes away, now you have money, time and travel. But when you have the 9-to-5 job, you just have money in the 9-to-5 job. I mean, you understand? That's the way it is. I understand straight away that I'm learning how to actually plan my life ahead of the game. So I'm understanding straight away that what the plan is for me now is to work much more than anything now. And make sure that no matter what, I get to work early and make sure that I do a greater job for myself. And that's it. I make sure that I have a greater way of being. I make sure I live my life. I make sure I go through life living. I mean, they're saying I go through life living and living my best life. But I understand that life is going to happen and life is going quickly for everybody. Life is going quickly for everybody. So what I need to do to succeed is different from everything. So I'm understanding straight away that I have to grow myself regardless, and I have to go and work the 9-to-5 job just like everybody else. And guess what? I promise you, it's much more how I feel. That I need to help myself grow. And if you help yourself grow, more than enough success happens for you every single day. So make sure you understand that no matter what, that you have everything you ever need with yourself. First, you must understand that if you grow yourself, that Jesus Christ with you is more than enough. I promise you and Jesus Christ together are more than enough. You need nothing else. But you need nothing else. So you and Jesus Christ together is family. That's everything. Jesus Christ is your kid. Jesus Christ is your baby. Jesus Christ is your father. Jesus Christ is your mother. Jesus Christ is your cousin and brother and sister and everything. Jesus Christ is everything to you. So if you have Jesus Christ in your life, you have everything. I mean, that's it. You never need anything of this world. All you need is Jesus Christ. You understand? If you just follow Jesus Christ and you understand the Bible of God and you just read it daily, flip it and read it much more. Read it daily and understand straight away that go with Joel Osteen, and Joel Osteen will teach you a lot about Jesus Christ, as will I. Joel Osteen is somebody who works at Lakewood in Texas, and he has a church over there, and it's a massive church of people who gather up for Lakewood Church and they worship Jesus Christ on that day. And it's every Sunday, I believe. But anyway, you must understand that they worship Jesus Christ and they are always there for Jesus Christ. Understand? Because Jesus Christ is their bricks of success and bricks of stones of success. I promise you must understand straight away. Ask Jesus Christ everything that you need about life. I mean, look at Nikola Tesla as well, who is a nice and beautiful person and had no kids, but has Jesus Christ in his life, and that's all he ever needs. When you're saying, I promise you, all you need is to talk with yourself, with Jesus Christ. When you're saying, so never be shaming yourself. When you're saying, because the more kids you have, the harder your lifestyle. I promise you now, the more kids you have, the easier your lifestyle is. I mean, they're saying, you can go both ways. Some people have more kids and they have a tougher lifestyle because of it. But some people have more kids and have an easier lifestyle because of it. They're saying, why is that? Because they have money. Some people have money and some people have no money. I promise you, for myself at least, I promise you, I have a different lifestyle. I have different ways of thinking. I have different ways of being. So for me, I'm never worrying myself about a girlfriend. I can get a girlfriend. I can have a girlfriend in my life. There is one lady out there that wants to be with me in life. There's one lady out there that wants to be with me. It's never about me having sex with her either. I never need to have sex with her at all. She can just be my life partner. You understand? That's it, yeah? You must understand, the soulmate. Yes, eventually with a soulmate, you can have sex with them to have a kid, if that's your goal. But the thing is that you have sex only to have kids. You never have sex to have sex. You have sex to have kids. You have sex for a goal, and the goal is to have sex to have a kid, and never to have sex. You understand? So, get your facts right in a better way. And I said in a better way, never right. Never be right nor wrong. But make sure all the time that you understand straight away that as I grow myself and as I'm spiritual about life, I'm teaching something about life. And life is content. Life is teach for free. Do something for free. I want to do this for free for the rest of my life. Because this is something I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about doing this content. I'm passionate about public speaking. I'm passionate about doing this. But I want to do this in front of a crowd. So what I do on weekends, especially once the nice and beautiful coronavirus pandemic goes away from this place and tourism starts traveling around the world again, I want to go to my mum's house. I want to do this in front of crowds as well. I want to go and public speak in front of crowds. I'm understanding that for my nice and beautiful way forward at the Camino with my mum, I never want to bring my laptop over there. I never want to bring most of my shoulder bag stuff to the nice and beautiful Camino, because I want to be able to grow myself and have a light bag along the way. And that's how I feel. And I'm making sure that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about that. So I'm understanding straight away I have time. I have time and success, and I'm making sure I have a nice and beautiful way forward. So it's much more how it is, guys. But you have to understand how to speak, and you have to learn to public speak with yourself all day long. And you have to understand straight away that you have to put in the effort to speak all day long with yourself, yeah? And you have to understand straight away that you have to learn how to actually prosper. And prospering is what you need to do. So to prosper is to brand yourself, and to brand yourself is to make sure that you're helping people for free. Jesus Christ helps you for free with the Bible. Jesus Christ came here with a purpose, to write words down. Understand? Jesus Christ came to write words down, and that's it. Jesus Christ's goal is just so that you can have the Bible of Jesus Christ, and that's it. Jesus Christ accomplished his goal. So make sure you understand that no matter what, that you must accomplish your own goals, and you must write something down too. And this accomplishment of my video over here is to give you all these words so that you can go and prosper, and so that you can go and be abundant. for yourself, because I'm somebody in life as well, regardless of how many people are successful more than me in your day. I promise you, you may have a lot of people who are much more successful in your time than me. I mean, you're saying, but I have a word. I have a word I understand something about life. I understand I have something that they need, I promise you. I have this nice and beautiful success over here with different words, of different structures of words. I promise you, it's much more personal development. And I'm keeping consistent all my life. I understand I can do 3 years of videos, but that's my work. I promise you, 3 years of videos is my work all my life. I mean, in a sense, so as I can go and prosper and succeed, I want to be able to go and be spiritual about everything. Because I understand how people are making audiobooks these days, and they believe they're somebody. I mean, I promise you there's somebody. I promise you there's somebody. But it's much more they're making audiobooks, and I'm making audiobooks right here too. I mean, this is an audiobook. I mean, this is a public speaking talk. I mean, this is something of an audiobook, isn't it? I promise you can hear the audio. I promise you it's an audiobook, just like they do in life. I promise you they have to write it down. I promise you they have to write it down physically. I never have to write it down physically. I write it down physically through my words, in terms of through my actual mouth. But I speak it. I speak it out into an audiobook. And I do it on the spot. But they have to sit down on a computer and they have to write text physically into a laptop to then go into a studio, to give $500 to speak their audiobook. And they have to read word by word. I mean, they have to go read word by word through a text piece that they wrote. And they have to go and sit down in a studio and have to read word by word their audiobook. I never have to do that. I never have to do that because I just go and do my audiobooks like this. And this is my audiobook. And this is straight up talking, man. I mean, this is no reading. I wonder when I was a kid, I was doing all this stuff and I was helping my... I have no time for that, man. I mean, in the sense, so what I have time for is helping you guys grow in different ways via YouTube videos. And now YouTube videos is nice and spiritual, but I hope people understand this. Now, I have so much spiritual content that are coming up. I promise you, I have so much happening for me. I mean, you understand? But since I'm actually very spiritual, I'm actually growing myself in different ways. I'm actually feeding myself mindset. I'm feeding myself growth. I'm feeding myself a better way of life. And that's because I'm very spiritual. And that's because I'm very much more into what I say. But what I say is what I do. And now, what I do is what I say. I mean, in a sense, so every single day you must understand that as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for better ways to do life. But with Jesus Christ, you must understand everything's possible. And everything's possible with Jesus Christ. But you must understand straight away, you must understand to put Jesus Christ into your life. And you must understand every single day to follow Jesus Christ and what Jesus Christ has for you. And follow Jesus Christ. So, for example, let's say the worst situation happens in your life. Once you have Jesus Christ there and ask Jesus Christ what to do about it. And have faith in Jesus Christ. So make sure you understand that I have to go work the 9-to-5 job. I understand? So what I'm preparing myself for is I have Jesus Christ with me, and let's just go. I have Jesus Christ with me. I promise you, I'm working for Jesus Christ on that day, and I'm showing up for Jesus Christ. I'm never showing up for the 9-to-5 job. I'm showing up for Jesus Christ. I mean, understand? I'm making sure that my faith is Jesus Christ. So whatever humanity wants from me, I promise you, I'm showing up with Jesus Christ. I'm showing up with Jesus Christ to feed off Jesus Christ, to have that potential that I need to grow. Because without Jesus Christ, I promise you, I'm nothing. I mean, I promise you, with Jesus Christ, I'm everything. I promise you. Because Jesus Christ shows you the 10 Commandments of God. And you must follow the 10 Commandments of God. And you must have strength with Jesus Christ, to have faith with Jesus Christ, to be strong in Jesus Christ, is what I'm saying. Because Jesus Christ can get you through it. And you must have faith in Jesus Christ always. To understand straight away that you must have that kind of way forward. I mean, you understand? So I'm showing up for Jesus Christ in this video, aren't I? I'm making sure you understand that straight away that I'm teaching Jesus Christ. But Jesus Christ wants everybody to teach Jesus Christ. I mean, in a sense, so if you can go teach much more of Jesus Christ in your life and what's Jesus Christ done for you in life, but you must understand Jesus Christ is always happening. I mean, in a sense, so what Jesus Christ wants for me next is to just go and read much more and to just go and develop myself much more. I understand something. I understand that it's much more how it is. But you must understand that you must make a family for yourself. And you must work a 9-to-5 job. Because that's how it is in 2021. And in your time, it may be different. But make sure you have to work for Jesus Christ anyway. And you have to develop yourself. And you have to do as many videos as I've done on YouTube. I've done over 500 videos of hours of spiritual content. I mean, understand? Actually, it's all spiritual content, ready to help you. I mean, understand? I mean, 500 hours. I mean, how about those people? I mean, how about those people on audible.com, in terms of audible.com, and those people that you find attractive today? I mean, how much hours have they done on YouTube of videos and hours? I mean, understand? So make sure you understand that there's a lot to do in life. I mean, understand? I promise you, all my content's coming from me in terms of Danny Milivojevic. I mean, understand? But other people have interviewing. I promise they're interviewing other people, and they're getting content like that. I promise you can get content like that if you want. But the thing is, every single day, that if you want to become a brand, then you have to understand the brand of your life is helping yourself grow and becoming successful. So all I need is much more money in my pocket to become much more successful, and that's it. I understand something, but money in your life comes to a certain point, and you have a certain amount of money, and that's it. I mean, understand? First, you must understand that what is much better than money is being able to have your word I, and it's being able to have Jesus Christ in your life. I mean, you understand? So much more Jesus Christ than money. I mean, understand? Because money is only here for a reason, to help you grow. I mean, in a sense, so you invest money into education, and put money into education, and put money into travel, and put money into experience. I mean, in a sense, I love it. I mean, put money into making sure that you have Jesus Christ in your life. I mean, in a sense, I promise you, if you go to the church today, I promise you, Jesus Christ's Bible is for free. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that every single day, you must be always learning something about Jesus Christ. So John Osteen is somebody who teaches me about Jesus Christ always. And I'm always having more faith in Jesus Christ and much more knowledge about Jesus Christ and everything like that. So it's much more how it is, guys. So make sure you understand something, that if you're teaching Jesus Christ, you're teaching always much more. And you can always do much more for Jesus Christ if you wish to. I'm understanding straight away that as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for better ways to improve. I'm making sure I have that nice and beautiful feeling that with Jesus Christ you can do anything, guys. But it's much more how you have to understand straight away that this nice and beautiful video is almost done. I'm making sure that no matter what, I'm learning how to actually grow myself, and I'm learning how to actually have my spiritual content happening. But make sure you guys understand straight away that right now, this nice and beautiful video is done. I'm making sure you understand straight away that with Jesus Christ, anything can happen, guys. So just make sure that no matter what, that you have Jesus Christ in your lifestyle, and making sure that you have your word I.